Hi, I'm Dee Dee.
I'm Jimena.
We are Chips and Salsa. We're homeschool moms with Springs.
Welcome to Homeschool 101.
In our last video, we discussed how we schedule and plan out our days. In this video, we're going to talk about prepping our lessons.
Yeah, so it's important that we take time each week and then daily to take a quick look at our lesson and be prepared for it.
And step one is lesson planning. And this doesn't mean that you're an expert on what you're teaching your children. You already picked an awesome curriculum, and the curriculum is going to tell you what the student is going to be learning. So what we're doing now is just reviewing that the night before, the weekend before, so that you're familiarizing yourself with the subject matter.
Yeah, hopefully you've already gathered all your supplies, you've done all that, so now it's time to just have them ready for the day.
Now, if you don't understand the topic that you're trying to teach your children, it's okay to get some help on the internet.
Right, yeah. You don't have to know everything when you're homeschooling. I think that's a big misconception.
No.
And I don't know about you, but well, you're better at math than I am, but I need to brush up on algebra a lot to help my daughter. Otherwise, I can't really help her if she has a question. So I actually look at the lesson with her, or I'll go, to a supplemental video on YouTube, or sometimes I'll even ask my ES.
Right, because some work is going to be a lesson that you're actually teaching and you're planned out. And then some stuff is going to be independent.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that your independent work is not something that they're not familiar with or something new, like a new concept.
Right.
Because then it's not going to be independent. They're going to be frustrated and they're not going to, they're going to ask you for a lot of help. So make sure you set them up for success. Step two is make the lesson memorable. So how do you do this? Well, I like to incorporate a lot of the field trips that Springs provides. For instance, this year we've been studying ancient times and Middle Ages. And so I know that we have a really cool field trip to medieval times coming up. And we definitely signed up for that one because I know it's going to reinforce everything that we've been learning all year. And it's going to make it memorable. It's coming alive. It's history coming alive.
Right. And Springs also provides like packets that we can go over to prepare us for that field trip. So when we go, their kids are excited and we've already gone over what to expect.
Another thing that I like to do to make it memorable is use some cool short YouTube videos about the topic that we're studying, or sometimes even movies. So like, how fun is it that we've been studying King Arthur and then Friday night you watch The Sword in the Stone? You know what I mean? Like I don't know, I like to incorporate it in life.
Yeah, well, it's all about making connections, because if we could connect what we're learning in our book to something in real life, they're going to remember it a lot longer.
Right.
Step three in preparation is prepping the workspace of where you're going to work. So a homeschool room is great, but it's not necessary. But you do want to make sure that if you're doing homeschool, like on the dining room, that you prepare the dining room for school time. When I was homeschooling the younger kids, we got out glue and glitter a lot, so I made sure and put down a tablecloth so that my husband wasn't getting glitter in his food.
Yeah, I think it's also important for our own state of mind for things to be in order, right? Because I know I get stressed out if I'm seeing that there's like breakfast plates on the table and we're about to do math on it and you're gonna get grease and water all over the place. I'm gonna be stressed out and then my kids are gonna be stressed out. So maybe, after breakfast you say, hey, it's school time, let's clean up, and it becomes kind of a routine, and then it's like they know that it's time for school.
Always try to avoid frustration whenever possible.
That's right. Yeah, another thing I do to avoid frustration is setting the atmosphere. This is more for us moms or dads than for the kids. I personally like to, for my house to smell good and for the lighting to be right. I even put on some music sometimes. So, whatever works for your family that makes you feel like you're ready for the day, then do that.
Absolutely. And sometimes you might want to plan to go outside for a lesson or take it to the coffee shop to mix things up.
Yeah, this is especially good when your kids aren't having a good day. I mean, I know that there's been times where we've had meltdowns and it's really hard to recover from that. So then we're like, you know what? Let's go read out on the lawn, or, let's go to the library. And it just makes for a better day. They're still learning and you're picking right up where you left off.
Right, and they feel like it's something special.
In our next video, we'll be discussing the different types of feedback and the importance of timely feedback.
Don't forget to check out some of our videos on YouTube, Chips and Salsa Homeschooling. We have a series of videos called Frustration Busters, and we have tours of our homeschool spaces as well. So follow us on social media. We'd love for you to join our community.